be satisfied with just a piece of his heart. My
This is Jeff, aka Nostradamus J, the CleanSlate704.com.
And this is John, aka J Clean, from the CleanSlate704.com.
And we present to you Behind the Slate,
Volume 2. In Behind the Slate, Volume 2, we're in the blank canvas in Charlotte, North Carolina. Honestly, my personal style is pretty much based on the weather, for real. Because I feel like you have to dress for the weather and also the certain occasion for where you're going to. You don't want to wear casual wear to a formal event. My favorite brands would probably include Polo Ralph Lauren, and of course Nike. For outerwear, I like the North Face. Menswear, Joseph A. Banks. Let's see who else. Stussy, Supreme. The holy grail sneaker in my collection right now is probably Bred 3s. I mean, that's kind of like the foundation to the sneaker game right now. I mean, that's a shoe you can wear every day, 7 days a week, 24/7. My go-to piece, sneaker-wise, like I said, my holy grail probably Bred 3. Bred 3, Bred 1. As far as jackets and outerwear, I like my 10 deep camo jacket. Accessories, like my gold guest watch is real classic. It's unique. For hairwear, I like to keep it with Supreme the hundreds. You keep it real consistent. Simplicity is the best.
My job on the Clean Slate is handling all the music. I'm the mind behind the music on the Clean Slate 704.com.
And my job behind the CleanSlate704.com is pretty much the fashion part. I'm the mind behind the gear that takes place on the slate.
I got my music taste from my brothers, my older brothers, and my father, because they listened to a lot of old hip-hop when I was coming up. So I just went back, started listening to the stuff that they were listening to when I was younger. The thing I look for in music is more of the subject matter. So if you're not talking about nothing, I just can't get with it. And now it's getting to the point where it's always good to hear knowledge in the music now, and the generation of rap that's coming up is starting to get back to that. My favorite producers, probably Pharrell, Madlib, The Alchemist, RZA, Dilla, and Q-Tip. Some of my favorite rappers, Biggie, Nas, Cameron, Andre 3000, and really when Dipset was in their prime, I was a real big fan. But that's just the older generation. From the newer generation, I listen to my local homies, Third Eye Wig, Sky U, Pro Air, Joey and Capital Steez. I love their music. TDE and Action Bronson. 25-8 homies. And my younger homies, Maul, T-Ray, I listen to them. Some of my favorite local producers are my homie Ion Quest, my homie Brio, Noel, well Ralph Ford, aka Ralph Ford, my homie Deontay, aka Phantom, Nahum, Kenneth Cartel, and Wish the Dice. Some of my favorite albums are Diplomatic Immunity, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Quasimodo, The Unseen, Erykah Badu's Baduism, Aquemini, Ready to Die, Illmatic, It Was Written, and the Fugees' debut album, The Score.
Clean Slate began, I was always a writer. I loved to write when I was younger, so and I always had a passion for style. So pretty much I put the two and two together, and I came up with the cleanslate704.com. But my best friend here, he was always a writer as well, and he loved music. So yeah, we put two and two together, and here you had the cleanslate704.com.
Originally, it was just supposed to be him. It was like a phone call. I was like, yo,
I remember that.
I just write about music on there. He was like, oh, that's a bet. And then ever since then, you've had the Clean Slate 704.
And on that phone call, I was on WT Harris on that phone call coming home from work. Shout out to Velocity Sneaker Boutique. I got that phone call. And that was like March, April. That was like late April when I got the phone call. And we started the Clean Slate 704 on May 3rd, 2012.
Some of my inspirations, probably Mike Wax at Ill Roots and Shakin' Mecca, two dope boys. But even though I look up to their blogs, I never want mine to look exactly like theirs, like replicas. I want the Clean Slate 704 to be original.
The people I looked up to as I started the Slate was Joe LaPuma over at Complex, Russ Bingston over at Complex, sneaker editor, Brandon Elder over at Complex, sneaker editor, and the style editor over at Complex, who is Nicholas Grant. What distinguishes the CleanSlate704.com from anything else in Charlotte, North Carolina? We put two and two together. Like, instead of him becoming a rapper and instead of me starting a clothing brand, I felt like we took a route that no one else took a route of. I mean, I felt like one thing that the black community lacks is writing skills, reading and writing. So we took that route of writing, and here we are.
But back to what I was saying earlier, I want the Clean Slate 704 to look original, but with music sometimes there's no way around it. The same stuff is gonna be on the same websites. But I never want any website to look exactly like mine.
Basically what my brother trying to say is what happens on the CleanSlate704.com stays on the CleanSlate704.com. Because we feel like we started something so original that no one else can copy. But just know, like Trinidad James said, we see you. Hypebeast, we know about you. So we know about you. We might not say it, but we know about you.
We appreciate all the love that we get from everybody in Charlotte, everybody out of Charlotte. And if you don't like the blog, I mean, it's cool.
Pretty much with the naysayers, I mean, pretty much it's fuel to my fire, I mean, I see the tweets, I see whatever I see, but at the end of the day, I know you like the blog at the end of the day. Because I feel like if you have time to tweet about it, then evidently you on my blog. And you checking it daily, you checking all the tweets we post, so I mean, and another thing, you making our views go up as well. Every time you tweet it, you just add views to the blog, so I mean, I really don't care what you do.
Thank you. Clean Slate 704. At your neck like a Watch the Throne album. We like young Ace and Mitch in they prime, like Killer Cam and Joel's at they prime.
He said Killer Cam and Joel's. I say Hov and Ye, Ace and Mitch, Young Shaq and Kobe. We out.